Welcome back to the Champagne Life. That's right, I'm back with another video, and it's about time, right? I know. Sorry about that. Well, today I have a video for you that is going to be super cool. I had this old desk that was just kind of sitting around and taking up space, to be honest, and it was kind of old and ugly, and so I decided to spruce it up. I was going to give it away, but I thought maybe I can make it look a little bit better. So that is the whole reason behind this video. So stay tuned, keep watching, and I hope you like what you see. So I've done quite a deal of work on the desk so far. I took a medium grit sandpaper or sanding block to the top of this and this area over here. And then I went in with a coarse grit after that too, because the medium grit wasn't really getting it, and now I kind of have a smooth, or not a smooth texture. I could have sanded it more, but I really just want to see if paint can hold on the desk with just this amount of grit. And that's what this little test spot is for. That is chalkboard paint, which half of the desk here is going to be just with like some swirly design, and then this will be open and be regular paint and just be a different color, which I'm not too sure yet. And I just scuffed this side up just because I wasn't sure if I wanted to add an accent color on this or not, but I figured why not. So let's see. During my inspection, I also noticed that the nuts and bolts here are missing here. So, and it looks like I've tried to over the years, like I was saying, this is like my super old desk. So I've tried to over the years add in some, like, drill it again, and it's just, not sure if you can really tell, but it's just kind of dug in on both areas, and it's just like what do you call it, condensed, like particle wood, so it's just gonna keep falling apart. Like we have this crack here. Not really much I can do about that, but this one, I think I'm going to take a hot glue gun to that and just fill in this area right here, and hopefully just create enough kind of like hot glue right there so that this will just sit in place. So that's my plan, and we're gonna get that plugged up and get that going, and then we'll check in then. Okay, so I have taken the liberty of adding some newspaper down here. You can't see because I've got the angles all set up. This hot glue gun is hot. I'm gonna get the other stick ready, since this is my very first time using the glue gun, and it says that once this piece goes in, you're gonna want to have something else to go in there. So I'm definitely gonna need both hands for this project. So this is something, if you have someone who can help you, definitely get help. Okay. So as I explained before, my plan is really just to fill up those empty gaps where I've repeatedly tried to screw into the particle board, and it's just kind of slowly chipped away, made it impossible to screw anything in there. I'm just going to fill that up. If you wanted to use a screw, this could be a good way to fill that up and then screw into the hot glue. I'm going to try to just take care of all of that with just just using hot glue then, just because I'm lazy. So I'm just going to like I said, just squirt into those starting from the top and just kind of let that drip down. It's not really fun part, so I will check in with you guys again when the glue is dry. I wish I had flash, but I'm just gonna use the flash on my phone to kind of show you my little job here. It just looks like someone stuck some clear gum up there. And focus, and just kind of gel together. You can kind of see where the screw holes were, but nonetheless, I pull this out and it works. Out and it works. Out and it works. So that was really the whole purpose of just making sure that that worked on the desk, and it works. So yeah, on to the next part. Just waiting for this little guy to dry. For the most part, it looks like the acrylic paint is gonna work. So next thing, I just need to find a stencil for what I'm gonna do for this one side. I'm just gonna have like a kind of whimsical line. I guess I could stand up. That might be helpful. Oof. And the next part is just waiting for this to dry, making sure this will go, and like I said, finding a stencil. I want to do some sort of like a whimsical line here, and I'm doing this because the person that I'm giving the desk to really likes doodling, so as a part of their gift, I'm just gonna have a little area here. I could just do it. Maybe I won't do a whimsical line. I feel like it's more sensible with chalk to just have a straight line. It's really only gonna be about that much of it, and the rest is just gonna be regular, just a different paper, different color, I mean. Yeah, so I think, I don't know, I wonder if I should just paint it now. Yeah, I think what I want to do is get some blue tape and get a straight line going, and just tape it across and just go ahead and paint that now instead of waiting for this bad boy to dry. Might as well get everything else to dry. And oh, but you know what? The problem with that is that I need to figure out what color this is going to be. And I have wide painter's tape right now, and I need the thin kind because I think it'd be cool to just have black, a pop of the tan coming through, and then the other color. Anyway, this is just planning, so we shall see how this thing turns out. I'm pretty excited. You're supposed to let this dry for okay, apply the first coat, let it dry 1 hour. So let's do that. Now my bottle says to, that's in Spanish, it says to cure for 24 hours. After that is done, you lightly rub chalk all over the surface to condition it. So I'm just gonna let that go, let that sit for, let that cure for 24 hours, and then I'm gonna try not to mess with it, but I keep seeing areas where it thickens up, and I just want to go back and clear it out. But I'm also making sure to what am I making sure to do? I'm also making sure to keep a straight line, as straight as possible, so that it just seems very seamless. And I've already, I don't know, that's just gonna be a thing, I think, because it keeps coming back up anytime I go over it. So I'm just gonna leave this little area. I've got some shiny parts, so maybe that's just where it's thick. I've gone along the edges here, and I've just kind of used the top or this side here, and just kind of gone along the sides like so. And right now I'd say they're pretty good as far as color goes. I am actually really happy with this as is. So we're going to give us a break, come back to this in 24 hours. Once this is cured, then we're going to go ahead and move on to the other side, painting this side a nice creamy tan color, and then we'll have this accent pop of the wood grain come through on that side too. So that color may change. I may end up doing something plum or something like that, but we shall see until 24 hours. Okay, so I just got home and started just kind of working on this, and I completely forgot that I needed to record it. I haven't been at home for a few days, and when I got back I saw this in my room and I was like, I need to finish this thing. So excuse the mess outside of the desk, but that's all the more reason that I need to get this completely finished so I can just get it out and keep renovating things in my room and move those things out as well, because I'm trying to minimize the things that I have. So I basically mixed, and the color is going to be a lot different. So I started off here. This looks like a deep maroon on the camera. This looks like a purple. It looks like a purple here too, but it's really like a scarlet. It's like a maroon scarlety color. So it's really pretty, and the camera is just not doing it any justice because it took me a long time to like mix and get the perfect color. So the colors that I used were this purple acrylic paint, Craft Smart graphite color paint, and that really helps to give it that like pale color, so it's not just like this ooh bright. Whenever you want like a dusty version of any color, just add some gray in there, and that will help bring it down. This is pink, and this is, nope, just kidding, it looks pink on the camera. I totally thought I grabbed the wrong one. It clearly says bright red, just kidding. So yeah, I used some of this. I used a lot of this actually, because the color that I was trying to achieve is more. So this is on the camera, yeah, I don't know how to describe the color. It's wrong. I'll just tell you that it's wrong. I'll try to get an actual picture of it when I'm not recording, and maybe the picture version of it will look different. This one's from Walmart. I believe it came in a pack, 1 inch. Very easy. So I just mixed a lot of it up. Whenever you have a lot of area to cover, you don't want to get in a situation where, like I did, I started here and I ran out of paint really quickly, and then for me to have to go back and remix it up again, any slight color difference is just going to throw off your whole project. So it's a much better idea to just get more than you need, instead of ending up putting yourself in a situation where you don't have enough. And I still have not quite a bit, but just a little bit. Once this dries, I want to just go around the edges again and just kind of fill any like little gaps in. Excuse the mess. And at this point, I have painted on one layer of gloss Mod Podge onto the acrylic painted side of the desk. This side is chalkboard paint. This side is it's turning a funky color now, but that's just because of all the sheen. I also decided to go ahead and paint the edges with Mod Podge 2, just as, I don't know, just an extra step to hopefully ward against you know, scratches and things like that. So the last step would be conditioning the chalkboard side, which we will do. So I just applied my second coat of Mod Podge, and I'm letting this dry here. So I think I'm going to do 2 coats. We'll see how the second coat finishes up. I ended up using my, I was kind of stuck to some paper right now, my 1-inch brush. Oh no, disaster. Okay, good thing this is just glue and it's all gonna dry clear. But I tried to use really straight streaks or paint brushes just to try to let it have a smooth finish. So any areas where I kind of see it drawing streaky, I'll try to straighten that out. And then I took some, I actually don't know the measurement of this, but I took some white painter's tape and I made some stripes over here. Just 2 kind of smaller ones, and then two smaller ones and then 1 big one. I think it looks pretty well. I think the color is a little bit different from this one over here, but that goes back to what I was saying earlier about making sure you make a big enough batch of the right color so you don't have to worry about that. I'm not too worried about it being a different color. I think it'll be fine. Plus we'll see how the Mod Podge added to it kind of changes the color and the sheen of it. But yeah, so I just took the paint off and had some issues with a little bit of overage. I kind of tied it up a little bit, but if you zoom in here, you kind of see a little bit of the bumps, and so I want it to be as clean as possible. So I have my little tiny paintbrush. I went in with some Q-tips first. That wasn't very effective, so I'm going to take this tiny little paintbrush here, and I'm going to dip that in some nail polish remover or rubbing alcohol, either one. I'm going to start with the nail polish. Okay, now that we have the stripes exactly the way that we want them, or we've got them all straightened out, we're going to go back with our Mod Podge, same style, gloss, and our 1-inch brush I was already using for the other side, and I'm just going to dip this in here. You want to get the brush probably, probably about that much on the brush. You don't want to have the full brush covered in Mod Podge. And then I'm just gonna go to town. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you the very final touches that I put on. The desk wasn't kind of coming together for me. I ended up having a different color here. Sorry about the lighting. Having a different color here than on this main center, and you can kind of tell the difference here. So I got another color that was as closely matched to this purple as possible. Okay. And I added some corners in that color to kind of pull the whole desk together, and I think it turned out great. So the Scotch painter's tape was here, and I mixed, I don't know, red, gray, and something else to get this color, and this is just kind of a basic plum purple. And with this area, it still had the sandy feeling here from when I sanded it to begin with. So I just took some Mod Podge and just kind of went over that with some straight brush strokes, and then I just kind of went across with the sponge brush and just kind of made it so it kind of matched the feel of the rest of the desk. And then, as you know, this is chalk paint. I ended up going over one more layer in chalk paint, so that's 3 coats, and then I just added her name there just when I presented it to her. And then over here, this turned out great. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, it looks and feels cool. It has the grooves in there from when I painted it with the Mod Podge, and I just think it looks really great. And yeah, I ended up leaving this just plain, just to have one kind of place to rest the eyes on, and all in all, I think it looks great. Doesn't have anything underneath. There's that. Yeah, I think it turned out great. Alright guys, that is the end of it. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial on how to spruce up an old desk. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more of this and for more cool tricks and crafty projects and all that jazz. I love you guys. Thanks for coming by, and hope to see you soon. Client self-determination. If you're not in social work, these things may not actually have a ding moving in your head, and it's really fine. I believe that people thrive in the environment as long as they have the right tools to do so. Yada yada yada. Praise for ability, tool, yada yada yada. Your resume is all about building yourself. A profile